Get a better broadcast, podcast and video voice. Hello, I'm Peter Stewart. Thank you for listening. Everything from scripting for a better voice, from writing it down to marking it up and everything in between. And today we're taking apart a voiceover script. In fact, we're going to be stripping this over a couple of episodes. The marks built into a script that you're given, perhaps in a commercial situation, those marks built in by the writer should give you some kind of idea of the intention behind the words, how they heard the words in their head as it was being written, the intention behind the intonation. But sometimes the various bolds, underlinings, italicizations and capitalizations and exclamation marks that they've put down before you even get to see it for the first time can be more confusing and contradictory rather than giving reassuring direction. Let me give you an example, and you'll be able to see a lot of this from the show notes. Now, as I've said before, the show notes don't replicate the script in the ideal way because not everything is emboldened in exactly the right way that I've got it here in my notes here and will be in the forthcoming book called Get a Better Broadcast, Podcast and Video Voice. But you will get some idea. So have a look at that script, and we're going to be looking at it today and, as I say, for the next couple of 3 days as well as Get a Better Broadcast, Podcast and Video Voice continues. So you can see at the top we've got a certain amount of direction there in this script, energised and excited. So we've got to sound energised and excited. That might give an impression of what? The kind of speed, the kind of intonation that you're going to be giving, the kind of pitch, maybe, because it's going to be difficult necessarily to sound energised and excited if you're down here. You're more likely to be up here somewhere. So all sorts of things going on. Are there going to be many pauses? Probably not in something which is energised and excited. So first of all, let's just go through this in a standard way. I'm not going to emphasise stress in tone or any of those other items here. Save big, up to half price off all big name kitchen electricals at Stewart's. That's up to 50% off all household names. Krups, Smeg, Zanussi. That's white goods like fridges and freezers, plus all surface top electricals like coffee machines and bread makers. Now, you probably agree that the marks from the script writer are confusing and contradictory. How much more do you push an underlined word than one in capitals? What if a word has both underlinings and capitalizations? How much more excitement do you give to a phrase that ends with 4 exclamation marks than one with just 1 or 2? How do you intone a word in italics, usually a signifier of an aside tone, when it's surrounded by more exclamatory markings? It's difficult to pick apart this particularly badly written script, but we'll do that tomorrow as Get a Better Broadcast, Podcast and Video Voice continues. From London, I'm Peter Stewart.